Hello and welcome to the technical demonstration for Delivity, the driver tracking app. So what happens is when you load Delivity, you will create an account and log in. What you'll then see is this screen here. You then have three options in the top right corner. The first one is route preview, the second is the ability to assign a driver, and the third is to scan a receipt. We'll cover that later. And then you have four tabs, which is pending, assigned, delivered and returned. And then along the bottom you have home, the ability to add a delivery, search and then settings. So when you load in, this screen will be blank, so what you'll do is go to the bottom left corner and click add. In here you have the option to add a landline or a mobile number. The only fields which are required is the mobile number and the postcode. The rest is not required. You also have the option to do cash on delivery. So if you're doing cash, this is a mini calculator in here where you would fill in and it would give the automatic change. What you'll do is, if you put in a mobile number, what it will do is send out a text notification which will have the driver's ETA and also a link which the customer would click on, and it will take them to a website where they would be able to track the driver within a real time. Within the top right corner, here you have the ability to scan receipts. So currently there are three types of receipts, which is Uber Eats, Deliveroo and Just Eat. What I'll do here is show you an example of an Uber Eats receipt. As you can see here, I've scanned the receipt and all of the information has come in: mobile number, postcode and an address line. Once you're happy with this and all of the information is correct, just click save. Occasionally you will get this message, so what you can do is look up here. So sometimes it doesn't always come up correctly, so you can manually change this. So this is meant to be an 8, not a 2. As you can see here, it's picked up the correct street, and you can click here and then change this. Once you're happy with this, click save, and then this has been added successfully. So once you've added the delivery, you have an option in the top right, as mentioned previously, which is route preview, where you can see where these are in order. So this would be, top one would be first, next one would be second, third, then fourth, so on. You can do the route preview here. Once you're happy with this, in the bottom right corner you can also start the route, which will take you to Google Maps, and then you would just follow the route as so. If you want to assign these to somebody else, so for example if you're in the restaurant or the takeaway or wherever you are and you want to assign it, what you can do is the second option along here. What you do is choose the orders you want to assign. So if I choose the first two, in the bottom right corner I have now a little driver symbol. If I click on this, I can then choose who I want to assign this to. So if I try and assign this to John Smith, and then I go to the next tab along, I can then see what's been assigned and who it's assigned to. So as I can see, John Smith has got 4 deliveries assigned. He'll then be able to do the same in his app, where he would see what's been assigned to him and then create the route and so on and so forth. What you can do is once the driver has taken out the delivery, when they edit this, as you can see here, they can change the status. So currently this is to be delivered, but they can change this to delivered or not returned. If it's changed to delivered, it would go on to this tab here, as you can see, and then if it was for any reason returned, then it would go into the far end tab. In the bottom you have obviously the home, the search and the settings. When you click on the settings, you've got profile, a quick how to use guide, user management. So in user management, what you can do is also add drivers. So when you're assigning the deliveries, these are who the deliveries would be assigned to. So I would add their username, email and password, and all they would do was log in onto the app. Also, what you can do is, rather than clicking edit on the deliveries, you can also, once the route has been started, there's an option to quickly swipe right or left. So if I swipe left, this is a return, so I can choose a reason. So product was damaged, the custom did not meet customers' expectations, late delivery of the items, etc. And if I wanted to do it just delivered, then as so here you show you want to submit this delivery, and I would choose yes. And then once this is done, this would go into the deliver tab like so. So what you can do is manually reorder them like so. So what you would do is, for example, if this customer below is complaining that their delivery hasn't been, or they've been waiting a long time, what your driver can do is long hold or long press on the delivery and move it above like so. And not only for the, obviously, for example, if a customer wasn't happy, but you can also do this if to help with basically getting the best route option possible, or the most efficient route. So for example, if you know Ford Street is closed and your driver knows this, then they can reorder it like so, where they wouldn't waste their time doing that, or if there's any traffic, for example.
Now that we've looked at the app side for Delivity, what we'll do is we'll look at the back end, basically dashboard and management. So again, as we've discussed, Delivity can work standalone, but if you do want to have someone in the office managing those deliveries in that control and changing, like for example, the orders to the transit, the order route and stuff like that, again, that is an option available here. So coming over to here, so for example, what you can see is the time the order, for example, was picked up, and then the time the order was delivered. So if you've got multiple orders out, you've got a bit of a timeline again to see that status. Any order which comes in will basically fall into this table below. So you can see any open orders, any in-transit orders, and then obviously any complete orders. We're going over to probably the core of the system, which is the live view. So what the live view allows you to do is basically see drivers' real-time location. For example, if I click on any driver, I can see their status, I can see the name, the contact, and then their email address if I have it. I can do a bit of a search against the drivers in the left-hand corner, so if there's anybody specifically I'm looking for. I can then also see their status if they're online or offline. And then if I want to search, for example, for a specific area of the city, I do it from here. Then I have basically my businesses, all the depots or locations I have running down the right-hand side. And then I have my orders here. So this is the core of what most people use this for. So I can filter by a specific area or a zone. I can put a new order directly into the system. So there is an option within the Delivity app, which you'll have seen, where you can scan the QR code or you can add the order from the app. But again, if you want someone from the office to do that, again, they can put that directly into the system. There is an option here to assign the order. So if any order isn't assigned, they can add that here. And then you've got the orders that run down the right hand side here. So you'll see the drivers, see what's assigned to them. For example, if you want to drag and drop that, you can change the priority on that order. And then again, in real time on the map, and then you'll see obviously where they're going to, for example. And a couple of more things, so locations. So again, these are basically your depots or your store locations. Orders and customers, so any orders that come into the system will drop into here. And anybody who places an order basically becomes a customer. Reports, you can then do some reporting from here. So you can go to some very refined level. Sorry, you can go to a very refined level, you can go to a database level and pull out your reporting directly from there. So again, if you want to see something specific, let us know, we can always help you with that. And then you've got some stuff in system management, so you can set up the users and your drivers and stuff like that. And again, you can limit the permissions and stuff like that from an admin point of view or from a driver point of view. And again, you have notification settings in here, so there's a bit of a control around, for example, the driver's on the way, the driver's been ETAs 15 minutes, so on and so forth. And again, we can work those flows out with you so that it works alongside the business's needs. Yeah, and that's all from the Delivity backend. And if you have any questions on that, please let us know. Thanks.